Okay guys, the press conference just ended. The time is now 5:16. They announced a lot of things and I actually was able to type them down in a list on my laptop right here, so I may be jumping back and forth just to scroll down because I couldn't fit everything in. So let's go over what I thought. Overall, I thought the press conference was actually really good. It kind of was what I would expect from an E3 press conference, which, trust me, I am working my ass off with some people that I know so I can be there to give you guys some just, personal information of what I actually will be seeing there, hopefully. But to get started, the first thing they wanted to announce the PlayStation 4 was that obviously it was going to be a faster system, obviously. One cool feature that it'll have is that games that you play, and sorry, there's some jets flying out, games that you play actually don't turn off when you turn off the system. So let's say, I don't know, if I decide I wanted to play, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 5, I know this is 4, and I had to stop playing and leave for work, I could actually turn off my system, go to work, come back, turn back on my system, and then completely start playing right where I left off. So there's no starting the game up, reloading, having to go to a checkpoint, so I thought that was a cool feature. Updates no longer require the game to stop, and so you can actually put updates for the PlayStation, because you know how every so often a new update will come and you have to update it before you can actually start playing games. Well, this time you actually play games while it's updating in the background, so that's cool. There's a share button that they're adding to the PlayStation controller that actually allows you guys to see gameplay that people are playing. So like if I'm playing like a PlayStation 4 title and my friends want to see what I'm playing, I can press the share button and you guys can actually watch the game I'm playing and interact with me and send little comments, like giving me some advice as I'm playing. And another cool addition that they announced was that if I'm having really difficult trouble in a certain section of the game, I can actually pick one of my friends to actually take control of my game from their location. So I think that's a really cool feature. Like if I need someone to show me a special tip from my house, or I don't know, maybe they'll just show some of my viewers. That's a cool addition. Another thing is they're going to make sure they connect to multiple devices, not just the PlayStation Vita. You'll be able to connect to your phone, your tablet, stuff like that. Not just movies, but certain games. And also, there's this really cool ability that your PlayStation has, where it'll keep track of what type of games you like to play, or what type of things you're interested in, and it'll automatically adapt to your personality. So if I like to play Metal Gear Solid a lot, without doing anything, the PlayStation 4 will actually change like the entire menu theme to like a Metal Gear Solid version. So I won't have to keep creating new PlayStation themes and then download them. It'll just automatically make them. Another thing, a couple other things that it was kind of somewhat announced is that they're going to try to make it so that they can stream all forms of games from PlayStation 1 to 4. So I'm not sure if it's backwards compatible, but it seems like that's what they're shooting for, but with streaming. One question, however, they did not answer is if this was going to be a disc system or strictly downloadable. Now, I personally like getting hard copies of discs because I don't know, I think they're just much more reliable than downloadable content. They did not announce that, and another thing they did not announce was they showed us the controller, but they did not give us what the actual system looks like. So that's a bit, so I'm guessing that that's going to be safe for E3. They also did not give us a price range. But one thing that I did see in the comment in the normal post is that it will be released in holiday of this year. So chances is it is going to be released November or December, and I'll definitely be picking one up. And going back to the controller seems a little bit more bulkier. It's a little bit bigger, and there's like a little sensor thing here and a share button. I'm not sure if the PlayStation button here is going to be added, but maybe they'll be replacing. So on to some game announcements. Let me just scroll down real quick. Okay. Now, a couple games that they announced were a game called Killzone Shadowfall. Not sure if it's Killzone 4. It looks like this game may be a reboot of the franchise, or maybe a story that takes place before Killzone 1 or Liberations. It's unclear about that, but I thought it was pretty much the same reaction that we got when the PlayStation 3 showed footage of Killzone 2. It definitely has that Killzone 2 kind of announcement feeling, so I'm definitely pumped up for it. I love Killzone 2 and 3, so I can't wait to get my hands on this one. Another game that they also announced was a game called Drive Club. And apparently Drive Club, it felt like it was Gran Turismo, but they are projecting the idea that you're going to have fun playing this game as a team. So, you know, I'm not really a big Gran Turismo fan, but this looks like something I might want to play if, like, some of you guys want to play with me. The big one for me, however, was a game was coming from Sucker Punch, and it looks like it's something similar to Infamous, as, you know, I was hoping they would announce an Infamous 3, but it looks like they're making this, and it's called Second Son, and it pretty much looks like Infamous, except if there was much more, like, control, like, over what we do in our normal lives, and that these individual, you know, people had these dangerous powers, so kind of close. And The Witness, I actually missed a lot of The Witness because my internet connection went out, so I don't really know much about The Witness, but if you guys know, I'm going to probably do some more research on it, and you can tell me in the comments down below. And the last set of announcements was that Capcom announced that they are working on a new engine called Pita-Re. I'm probably going to put the name somewhere here if I say it wrong. And the announcement of a new game called Deep Down. And it looks like it's a medieval type of, you know, Diablo 3 type of feeling. It's not sure if it's going to be like a first-person, you know, cut-em-up game. Another thing that they just now announced is that there is going to be a major Final Fantasy announcement at E3, so we're not sure if this is going to be maybe Final Fantasy 15 or if we're finally going to get some verses, hopefully. But another reason why I need to go to E3, I hope it's like maybe they'll be making a remake of Final Fantasy 7. We don't know. They just came and said that there is going to be an announcement, a big Final Fantasy announcement at E3. They showed some game footage of Watch Dogs on PlayStation 4. It looks very impressive. I am going to get that. Another thing that they announced is that Blizzard is now teaming up with Sony, so they are going to be releasing Diablo 3 on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Bungie announced that they're making Destiny for PlayStation 4. That was obvious. And I already went over the last thing they said, was that it was coming out in 2013, November, December. So overall, I think this was a really good press conference. Still disappointed that we did not even see what the console looks like, but hopefully they're saving that for E3, which is what I was hoping for. So overall, this was a great press conference. If you have any other news I might have missed, please comment them down below and let me know. And if you like this video, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep track of me in my future movie, video game, and other video updates. And like always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.